Welcome back. We have found this painting in the library, or at least I think it's a library, judging by the bookshelf anyway, which shows us places on this island that we've already visited. Somehow. I don't know, is this a magic map? Like in King's Quest 3, perhaps? We don't know. It also allows us to apparently rotate the tower or something, which appears to be the tower that we saw before. And I pointed it at those gears, or at least I made sure the line intersected. And judging by the noise it made, something definitely happened. Now, one thing that you might wonder is whether or not we can see the result of that action. But the answer is no, you cannot. It is not actually visible what you do with the tower. I think you can see it in real Myst, but not in this version of the game. That image is always the same. I guess because the tower is sort of in the shadows. I don't know what that's for, though. Alright, well, we'll leave the library and its books for later, because like I said, I don't really want to get bogged down with reading when there's so much exploring to do. So let's see, it's not a very big island, we've reached the other side. There's a path leading behind the library to a spaceship, or a rocket in any case. That's sort of not what I expected to find here. There's also a power cable going from the spaceship to some other place. And the pillar that's attached to appears to have a ladder on it. Let's see if we can get down there. Yes, looks like it. Of course, if you've played real Mysts, you might realize that there's supposed to be something in this particular platform, I think. I think it's this one. It's either this one or this one. But you cannot see that here. I assume it's still here, we just can't see it. Let's see if we can climb up here. Maybe we can get a nice view. It's pretty windy here. Makes you wonder how that note we found is actually staying on the grass. Would have blown away, more likely. Well, it's a power cable and a switch. That doesn't seem to do much. View from there was a bit disappointing. All we could see was ocean. Alright, let's see if we can find this, or find something interesting in this spaceship or rocket. You know, if you're planning to launch this thing, it's really not in the right orientation, is it? But there is another marker switch, that's number 4. Keeping count because of that message that we can supposedly see. But again, it doesn't seem to do anything. What are these switches for? Can we go into the rocket? No, we cannot. Really looks like a 1950s short sci-fi movie type rocket. I wonder why that door won't open. Maybe the rocket doesn't have power. So I guess we'd better find out where that power line goes. See the back of the library from here. And you kind of keep wanting to look at things, but can't because there's no screens in between. Again, that's something that Riven is much better at providing you intermediate viewpoints at places where you expect them to be. But then again, Riven was 5 CDs, whereas this game fits on 1. So that explains why they had to be a bit more careful with their disk space usage. Alright, well, the power cable goes off to the left there. I didn't mean to go down. So let's follow the path down here. More columns leading into the forest. There's some structures on the back of the island as well. And I guess some kind of bird bath or something. And a number of boxes on legs in front of each column. Let's look at the bird bath. Scale model of the boat at the dock, including the fact that it's sunken. That's just weird. It either suggests that after the boat sunk, somebody went and built a sunken scale model of it, or maybe they already had built a scale model and then were so upset that it didn't match anymore that they sunk it as well. It kind of gives me the impression that perhaps the sinking of the boat is deliberate, though. Otherwise, why have a scale model that's also sunken? I don't know. Let's take a look at these boxes in front of the pillars. They have symbols on them. This looks like some kind of bird. A swan, maybe. And if we hold our hand near it, it lights up. That's sort of neat. Let's see what happens if we touch it. Turns green. That doesn't really seem to do anything. And touch it again, turns red again. Let's check out some of the others. This can be also very hard to do to make sure that you see all of them. There's 8 in total. And this one has on it the Templar's cross. I guess that's what it reminds me of anyway. And we can turn it green as well, but as before, no effect. Did we move? No. A maple leaf! Maybe the person who lived here was Canadian. And finally, an arrow. Can turn it green too, but no effect. And there is a marker switch here. That's number 5. Looks like there's a structure in the woods behind there. We'll see if we can get to that later. There's more boxes on the other side of the path, though. Another structure there. It looks like that's where the power cable that goes to the spaceship comes from. We'll check that out momentarily. Let's see. An anchor. That's sort of appropriate, I guess, if this is anything to do with the ship. And spider. No, it's not a spider. It only has 6 legs. A bug. A beetle, perhaps. That would be appropriate, considering this is a Myst game. It's always hard to tell if you've moved or not. This one has a snake on it. What's the point of these things? I don't know. And the last one has an eye. So we got quite a collection of symbols here, but there doesn't really seem to be any kind of connection between them. No logical way we could say, okay, these ones are the odd one out or something. I guess we could try turning all of them green, but well, we'll do that if we can't find any better way to explain what to do with this. For now, let's move on. We've got more stuff to explore. Let's check out that structure on the right where the power cable goes. Let's see some... go back here. You can... Well, we could see some butterflies there, but they appear to have gone. Let's try that again. They've disappeared. That's not nice of them. I guess they were scared by us. There's a clock tower in the distance. Appears to be 12 o'clock. And we'll check that out later. I first want to look at this structure. Ooh, marker switch number 6. Still doesn't do anything. And we'll see what we can find here in the next video.